The next exemplar is centered on heritage and history in relation to water and the planning of curriculum-activated ESD together in the life orientation curriculum, where water quality and river health are themes. And here, an ethic of care around environmental health affecting self and community, and the co-defining of concerns using the Sustainable Development Goals, as well as the selection of materials from the e-learning library enable teachers to adapt and do things in different ways, in a wide variety of ways for different competences and also at different levels in planning learning together. Mostly around a heritage approach, but also picking up on issues and ethics in some cases, where there was a tuning in, finding out, often in the field with the Mini SASS, working things out and moving towards taking action for water quality, with assessment for learning and as learning along the way. And here is where it started with the story. Jim and Liz Taylor have worked with Mpopemeni for many years, and the story was youth groups in that area trying to take action to restore water quality through citizen science activities with the Mini SASS. And here, the Sustainable Development Goals wheel for puzzling water was really important. Here the students are in the field, describing the river catchment and looking at the scope of concerns, working with the Sustainable Development Goals and picking up all of the complex health and well-being, poverty, water, gender, the life in water and how that's affected. And in this way, they were able to broaden the scope of their knowledge of systems thinking and look at the sewage leakage problem as a key element that they began to explore around leading questions that could be taken up in their investigation. So the youth inquiry into water quality concerns using the Sustainable Development Goals and the Mini SASS was classroom activated, field work, and back into the classroom situation. With younger children, the kind of activities that were done was looking at how much water is lost through a dripping tap. With older children, the broader scope of the work was looking downstream. We all live downstream, and simulating the impact of our water practices on other river catchment systems, as well as dealing with the data of the assessment of the river in a local area. So in this way, the handprint approach, which was heritage and history-based, was very diverse in the different levels of schooling, in the community setting, and it was more learner-led as a citizen science process. And here are some of the materials that were used in the study.